Word on the street is you fancy yourself a little brainiac. You're one of those women who quits working the second she gets married, right? Do you plan on keeping your job or what?
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Excuse me? You mean to tell me you didn't even know the mother of your own fiancé? You were supposed to come to my house tomorrow to introduce yourself. You didn't forget about that, did you? There's no way Evan hasn't told you about that.
Oh, you're Evan's mom. I'm really sorry. I never got your number from Evan.
And you didn't think to ask him for it?
Well, no, I'm sorry. But yes, I do plan on coming to your house tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it.
Not enough to get my phone number ahead of time, though. I kept waiting and waiting for you to give me the courtesy of calling or texting before you came. And since you never did, I had to go out of my way to ask Evan for your number and call you myself. What's wrong with you? Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Ma'am, I'm terribly sorry that you're so upset by this. I guess I could have asked Evan for your phone number when I saw him the other day. I just assumed that since we'd be meeting in person soon enough anyway, it wouldn't be necessary. I never thought that could upset you so much. I'm sorry for any trouble I caused you.
You could have stopped at simply saying, I never thought. Anyone with an elementary school level sense of etiquette knows you call someone first before you come to their house. Unbelievable. Evan told me you got good grades in college, so I thought maybe you could be worthy of taking a place in his family. But it looks like his confidence in you was misplaced. What kind of grades did you really get?
Well, if you must know, I was the valedictorian of my class and gave a speech at graduation. But anyway, to answer the question you led off with, no, I'm not planning to quit my job anytime soon. I like my work and fully intend to keep on doing it. So you have nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about? How could I not worry about our interaction today? So you got decent grades. Congratulations, you know how to study. But you know one thing that you can't learn in school? How to be a decent individual. What sort of future is waiting for my son 20, 30, or 50 years down the road? I'm concerned, to say the very least. Frankly, I wouldn't mind if you canceled our appointment tomorrow. How can I be sure you're not going to waste my very valuable time?
Well, ma'am, I can assure you that I'll be on my best behavior and not do anything that would waste your very valuable time.
Yes, you would say that, wouldn't you? Whatever. I'll allow you to come over tomorrow, but let me give you a word of warning. The very instant I get the feeling you're not worthy of my son, I will kick you out the front door myself, so be ready for that.
Right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me. We're going to become a family soon, so I'd like to start our relationship off on the right foot. I promise you, I won't disappoint you. See you tomorrow.
Filth! Rubbish! How dare you decide on my home with your presence? I'm going to have the entire place fumigated to wash out your putrid stench.
What's the meaning of this?
That's what I'd like to know. I told you very clearly, Erica, do not waste my time. You deceived me and my entire family. The time we spent preparing for your visit was all for nothing.
Deceived? What are you talking about? I've been completely honest about myself with Evan and you.
Liar! You never told me that you were raised in an orphanage.
I told Evan, though. He knew everything.
Then you must have threatened him into withholding that fact from me.
I did no such thing.
I will never allow someone as lowly as yourself to marry my son. If your parents hated you enough to abandon you, then there must be something wrong with you. I have such an inferior, subhuman wretch as my daughter-in-law? Not in a million years.
Is that really the excuse you're using for what you just did to me?
It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. Did I make myself clear? If so, then get off my property this very instant. You are never going to step foot anywhere near this house ever again. And of course, you are not to say another word to my son. You are dead to him.
How can you be so cruel to me? But if this is how you react to my personal circumstances, maybe it's better that we call the engagement off.
Of course, the engagement is off, you vile piece of human garbage. I would think that being raised in a home with all other unwanteds would make it clear to you that you are on the lowest rungs of societal hierarchy.
I told Evan about all this. I don't know why he didn't tell you. My parents did leave me at the orphanage, yes. I never met them, and I don't plan on going to look for them. I was there for about 3 years until I was adopted.
Oh, that part I heard. It's quite odd, don't you think? Being sent to college despite being adopted? Tell me, Erica, what did you have to do to get your adoptive father to shell out that much money for you?
Excuse me? What are you implying?
I'm implying nothing. I'm simply stating that for a single man to adopt a girl as his daughter is utterly horrifying. I'm appalled that that sort of thing is even allowed. He obviously had an ulterior motive in adopting you, and if he sent you to college, then you must have obliged him. You disgust me.
I never have, ever in my entire life, have anyone said such cruel things about me and my father.
Apparently, you needed more people brave enough to be honest with you like me. Maybe you are somewhat better off than the other unwanteds because you were adopted by your father. I'll bet with an ulterior motive. But that does not change the fact that you spent the most formative years of your life in a practical penal colony. You're not worthy of my son, and the biggest evidence of that is the fact that you think you are worthy.
You are without a doubt the single worst person I've ever met, bar none. You weren't satisfied with just insulting me. You pushed me down onto the floor, started punching me, and then when I pushed you off of me, you scratched at my face. You can't get around the fact that you were trying to seriously hurt me. Why would you do that? What did I do that merited such a violent reaction from you?
The fact that I have to even explain myself speaks volumes, and to think that you are bragging about being a valedictorian yesterday, as if that alone would make you worthy of being with my son. I had to show you how low your position in society is. People like you are only there for people like us to do with as we please.
This was all to teach me a lesson?
And yes, since you ran right out that door, I must have gotten through to you. That's a first good step for you.
I had no choice but to run away. You jumped on me like a rabid animal. It was a simple fight or flight response. I wasn't even thinking. Then as soon as your son so graciously helped me out the door, I tripped and fell on your front porch where you threw a bucket of water all over me. Bleeding, bruised, and soaking wet, there was nothing else for me to do but go home.
Which was exactly my goal. Now go scurry off to whatever rat hole you crawled out of. Press your face into your pillow and cry yourself to sleep. Never show your face around here again. I won't have a filthy little orphan like you destroying my family.
Gretchen, you will regret what you've done to me today.
I don't believe this. You think you're a safe distance for me to start spouting idle threats?
They're not idle, and they're not threats. I'm promising you that you will pay for this. Your husband will inform you of the details shortly, I believe.
What? My husband? He's not even here. He got called into work today and won't be home till later on this evening. Lucky him. He made it through the day without even having to set eyes on you. Don't worry, I'll tell him everything he needs to know about you.
I see. Fine then. This is the end for us. I will never speak to you, your son, or your husband ever again. I also won't be there to comfort you when consequences come calling. Goodbye, Gretchen.
Erica, please, hear me out. Please give me a chance to apologize. I am so incredibly sorry for the reprehensible way I treated you today. I had no idea. Your adoptive father is Samuel Brinkman. He's the wealthiest man in the state.
And
his company's orders compromise 80% of my husband's company's annual revenue.
There it is. Anyway, we already established that the relationship between us have been officially severed. I don't want to hear anything you have to say to me. I knew things were going to happen this way. I saw all this coming the moment I collected myself after escaping from your house. So you don't need to tell me how thoroughly screwed you are. I already know. It's all over for you. My father and his assistants will take care of everything from here on out. There's nothing that you could do to stop what's coming for you, so give it up. Goodbye.
Wait! Please! Can't we talk about this? I genuinely had no idea who you were. I mean, my son marrying the heiress to the Brigham fortune? That's like a dream come true. No, it's better than a dream. My family would prosper like no other family in the state's history.
So, it's all about money then?
Well, no, not all about money. I'm also thinking about my son. You must have had quite a difficult upbringing, being abandoned by your birth parents, spending time in an orphanage, and then being adopted, but all those experiences made you into a fine, strong, intelligent woman you are today. I'm fully confident that you would be a wonderful wife for my son. I wish the two of you years of happiness.
Don't make me say this again, Gretchen. This is goodbye. I'm walking away from you and not looking back. I don't want your pathetic son anymore.
He's not pathetic.
He's the most embarrassing mama's boy I've ever laid eyes on. Seriously, how could he take your side after what you did to me, even if you are his mother? I'm supposed to be the woman he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. I'm not even interested in any husband like him. Your family's an absolute train wreck.
Please, Erica, don't say that. Look, this is all my fault. I can admit that. I'm not so self-centered as to not know when I'm, in the wrong. I simply had no idea about your personal history. I heard you were adopted, but not that you were adopted by the Samuel Brigham. Had I known that, I would have never treated you so terribly. I hope you understand how regretful I am for what's happened.
Let's get something straight here. Today's events didn't happen. Every single step of the way was a deliberate choice by you to do terrible, cruel things to me. You jumped across a table at me and started punching me in the face. You even scratched me too and threw a bucket of cold water at me as if I was trying to escape. All your regret won't heal my wounds.
Your wounds were that serious?
Yeah. My face is still sore where you punched me, and these scratches on my cheeks aren't going to heal for at least a week or two. Plus, I had to drive all the way home in soaking wet clothes, and I'm feeling pretty sick right now. I might have caught a cold thanks to you. That's not even including the emotional damage done to me by being brutally assaulted by my own fiancé's mother.
I'm truly terribly sorry for all of that. But you know what they say? Time heals all wounds. And I've learned a lesson or two myself about my attitude. I assure you, I'm not too old to be reformed. So what do you say, Erica? Can we start over? Let's make this work out, become a family, and all get along happily ever after?
Wow. This is an incredible change in your tone from you, Gretchen. Tell me though, did you think adopting a slightly apologetic tone with me was going to make me forget the look on your face when you dived across the table to attack me? What kind of idiot do you take me for? I'm not that easy.
Well, what about a nice vacation? I'll put you up in a lovely hotel until all your inquiries have healed. There's an absolute fantastic day spa, and I know it's just ways to the north of here. I'll plan an entire week of relaxation and luxury for you, and of course, it'll be all expenses paid, my treat.
I'll pass. I have connections through my dad with some of the finest hotels in the country. I could stay basically wherever I want for free, whenever I wanted. Plus, my dad and I still go on vacation together once a year, and we just got back from a week in Hawaii last month, so I don't need your self-serving charity.
Ah, I see. I suppose that makes sense. A woman with a father as wealthy as yours must be able to stay at even more exclusive establishments than we are.
Now, if you don't mind, I would like to start getting cleaned up now. Don't waste any more of my very valuable time than you already have. Goodbye, and I mean it this time.
Erica, I'm so sorry about what happened earlier. I don't know what came over me. I just got scared, I guess. I mean, you saw my mom's face, didn't you? She's always been like that. Ever since I was a kid, she's been this terrifying sort of presence in the family. I could never stand up to her. So when she started attacking you, I got caught up in the moment and told you to leave too.
What is it with your family and the word happen? When you do something intentionally, that is not something that just happened. It's something you did. And what you did to me today was absolutely shameful. I'm disgusted with both of you and your mom. Really, I don't even know why I haven't blocked your number yet. I'm just done with you. I want to move on from this catastrophe as soon as possible. I don't need or want an apology from you, so you can just skip all of the groveling. It's not going to do you any good. I will never forgive you.
Come on, Erica, don't talk like that. After all we've been through?
All we've been through have been thoroughly overwritten by what I just went through. And by the way, why didn't you tell your mom about me?
You mean the whole orphanage thing? I didn't think it mattered all that much. I thought the most important thing was that we loved each other.
Is that what you call it? So when your mom started berating me and physically assaulting me, and you took her side, then pulled me up onto my feet, dragged me to the front door, and literally kicked me out of the house? And then, after your mom threw that bucket of water on me, you shouted, "And never come back." That was your way of showing me that you love me?
I told you, Erica, I wasn't thinking at the time. I was just acting on instinct.
That doesn't make it any better, Evan. That means your instinct is there to help your mom assault your fiancé.
But she was really, really mad. I knew for sure that unless I acted fast, then I was going to be the next person she set her sights on. So the best thing for me to do was to get you out of there as quickly as possible so I could start trying to calm her down.
Once again, that explanation does not improve my opinion of you. All you were thinking about was saving your own skin, and you weren't even thinking about protecting the life of your own fiancé. And thanks to your disgusting cowardice, I'm left with serious scars, both physical and emotional.
I'm really, really sorry, Erica. Honestly, I am. I should have told Mom about your whole history sooner. I realize that now. If I had done that, then maybe today wouldn't have gone the way it did.
Should-haves and maybes aren't going to do anything to heal the scars on my face or in my heart, Evan. I already told you, I don't want or need apologies or even excuses from you. Besides, everything is already set in motion. There's no stopping what's coming next. I told my dad everything, and he'll be making his first move soon. You, your dad, your mom, your entire family is going down. There's not a single company in the state that's going to do business with you anymore when we're through with you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Please, Erica, you've got to reconsider. You're going way too far. It was all a misunderstanding, and it wasn't even mine. It was my mom's fault. Me and my dad had absolutely nothing to do with what she did. You should have seen the look on my dad's face when he came home and heard about everything. He got on the phone with your dad right away and started furiously apologizing. He was as pale as a ghost. You can hold my mom responsible for her actions however you want. She'll deserve everything she gets from you. But please don't take her actions out on my dad and me.
Wow, no honor among thieves, I guess. I've never seen anyone so eager to abandon their own mother to the wolves. Yes, Evan, you were involved. You were practically acting as your mother's offensive linebacker. You betrayed me in the most cowardly way possible. How do you think this was going to end for you? Did you think I was going to forget about that and marry you like usual?
Well, I was kind of hoping you would.
And as for your dad's company, you are going to go on to inherit the company someday, aren't you? That means that if your dad keeps doing business as usual, then you and your mom are going to stay wealthy and happy for the rest of your lives.
But what about my dad? What did he do to you?
Collateral damage. He's got enough money to live on for the rest of his life. He'll be fine.
Why are you so determined to destroy us?
You heard what your mom said about my dad, didn't you? About how she thinks he had ulterior motives in adopting a female child and that I obliged him?
Yeah, I heard that.
There's your answer.
Look, I get it. You want to break up with me, and after today's events, I'm fine with that.
It doesn't matter if you're fine with it or not.
I know, but wouldn't my mom being taken out of the picture be enough for you?
What are you trying to say here? Be specific.
Let's say I had some information about my mom. Information that we can use against her. If I get my mom kicked out of the house and the family, would your dad be willing to keep doing business with my dad's company?
Oh my God. Earlier today, you were physically dragging me out of your house to avoid your mom's ire. Now you're trying to collude with me in destroying her?
Destroying her? Erica, my mom is the one who's been destroying me my entire life. Ever since I was young, I listened to every word she said, obeyed her every command. I thought she was right about everything. But as time went on, I started to realize that when I did what she told me to, it ended up benefiting her and hurting me.
Well, Evan, I'm glad today has been an opportunity to learn a very valuable lesson. Your mom is a menace. However, your epiphany came too late in the game. It's not gonna get me and my dad to show you guys any mercy.
Would you please just hear me out? I've got it all planned out, and I know exactly how it's going to go. If you listen to what I have in mind for her, I know you're gonna like it.
God, you're persistent.
Why would you do this to us? At this rate, you're going to crush my husband's company entirely.
Your husband's company? No, that's not quite right. I'm going to crush your entire family.
You're terrible, Erica. You actually filed a police report?
Well, you assaulted me, so yeah. I don't feel that requires justification.
What justification could you have for destroying my family over a little teasing? We'll never be able to recover from this. You even went to the local news? I just had to push through a swarm of reporters to get back inside my house after getting back from the supermarket.
They were very interested in the story. A local's industrial giant's wife viciously assaulting her son's fiancé. It's got everything. Romance, betrayal, violence, bloodshed, you name it.
You almost seem like you're enjoying our downfall.
Oh, I do? That's odd. I was trying to make it as obvious as possible that I am deeply enjoying your downfall. You insulted me for being raised in an orphanage, but that's not all. You have insulted my father, the man who took me in out of kindness of his heart and raised me like his own. Combine that with the several injuries I sustained from your assault, and what does that make? A very, very angry man. What you're going through now is the natural consequences of crossing a man as powerful and influential as my dad.
Please, Erica, isn't there any way we can make things right without resorting to such brutal tactics? I'll do anything you ask me. My husband is absolutely furious with me. He's even telling me he wants to get a divorce. You're the only chance I have to save my marriage, Erica. If I could just get you to stop your father's rampage, then everything will be all right again.
Your entire family is exactly the same. All you think about is yourself and your own interests. Why don't you just admit that to each other? You all already know deep down that your family is just a facade. It's just an act that you keep up in order to maintain your wealth and power. And to think you guys are all blood related. There's no blood in at all between me and my dad, but our bonds are far stronger than yours.
What else am I to do? If I get the divorce, there's no way I'll be able to make it on my own.
You should have considered that as a potential consequence before what you did. You thought you were in a position of power, like a queen sitting on a golden throne. But in reality, your throne was made of glass. And once you started throwing rocks, it didn't take long for it to shatter.
You're absolutely right. I was a fool to have you hurt you like that.
Huh? Oh, did you think I was talking about what you did to me? No, that's not it.
What? What do you mean? How?
I'm talking about the real reason you're getting divorced. Your husband found out about your affair.
How did you know?
Your idiot son told me everything. He came to me bragging about having a bunch of dirt on you that could get you kicked out of the family. He thought he had an ace in his cup of his sleeve that could save his and your husband's skin. I have to hand it to him. It wasn't a bad plan. In exchange for turning on you, arguably the most guilty party from yesterday, my anger would be appeased and I would allow his father's company to stay in business.
So it was him! That little snake! I was shocked when my husband came into the house screaming about my affair. There was no way he could have known about it. But it was Evan's doing.
What a sad, sorry family. If you weren't all the worst people in the world, then I might actually feel bad for you. But at this point, all I have for you is indifference. It's no business of mine what you do behind your husband's back. All I'm focused on right now is destroying every single lifeline that you have. You guys can all have a 3-way death match for all I care. Knock yourselves out, literally. Evan wants to stab you in the back? Not my business. You want to cheat on your husband? Not interested. Your husband wants to divorce you? Don't care in the slightest, so do me a favor and give your son a message for me. He's probably wondering why his plot to betray you and save himself failed. Tell him I'm not punishing him because of what you did. I'm punishing him for what he did.
Erica, please, I'm begging you, don't do this. We'll be ruined.
I know.
That's the idea. I'm out to destroy your lives. So don't ask me how to get yourselves out of this mess. It's your life. You figure it out. Your family had every advantage in the world. Money, wealth, power. Mom and dad both in the home. But despite all those advantages, your family is about to break apart. Meanwhile, my family is stronger than it's ever been without the benefit of a blood relationship. I guess I can admit, you were right about one thing. You thought I was going to destroy your family, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think this goes without saying, but my vendetta against their family was a smashing success. Gretchen's husband's company was once an industrial giant, and now it's declaring bankruptcy. Don't worry about their employees, though. One of my father's companies bought them out and rehired all their workers and gave them their old jobs back. Minus a few executives, of course. Gretchen, Evan, and her husband each went their separate ways after that. Evan's father was grateful to him for exposing Gretchen's affair, but Evan had revealed his willingness to turn his back on his own family. His father could never trust him again. So, what have I learned from all this? There's more to family than just blood. Evan's family had the benefit of a blood relationship, but that wasn't enough to save them from their dysfunctional relationships. Meanwhile, I was adopted by my father, but he cared for me more than himself. He was willing to put everything he had on the line in order to give me a brighter future. And that sort of self-sacrificial love is far more important than any genetic connection. The next goal in life is to find a proper husband for myself. This time, I'm going to be sure to find a man who not only respects me, but also respects my father. Without him, I would never have become the person who I am.
Hello there, Malia. I heard that your mother is in critical condition right now. So what's the word? Is her time running out? Are you being serious? What's wrong with you? Kelly, I cannot deal with this right now. Just tell me what you want and leave me alone. I don't want to waste any more time talking to you than absolutely necessary. I don't believe you. Here I am, going out of my way to talk to my daughter-in-law, and this is how you respond to me? It's a wonder why my son even puts up with you. It's precisely that nasty attitude of yours that caused all of this to happen to you in the first place. What? There was so much nonsense in there, I don't even know where to start. What are you talking about? Karma, Malia. Karma. Think about all the bad things that have happened to you lately. Your mother's condition worsened to the point where she needed round-the-clock care. But there were no nursing homes within a drivable distance who could handle someone in her condition. So you had to take care of her yourself at home. That's a ton of time and money that you're having to spend on her, and it's all because of you. What goes around comes around. Maybe if you were slightly more pleasant to be around, your mother wouldn't be dying right now. For the love of God, Kelly! Of all the times for you to go on one of your nonsensical rants, my mother is currently in critical condition, and I don't know how much time I have left. I don't have the time or the patience to deal with you. For once in your life, could you not be an insensitive harridan? Why should I be sensitive? My mother's not dying, yours is. She's nothing to me. I don't see any reason to care about her. Your mother will soon be a thing of the past, and I want to talk about the future. What future? My future, of course. Your mother's going to die any second, right? Are we talking days or hours? I'm not talking to you about this at all. Now stop messaging me. I'm putting down my phone. You can't do that. We have so many more important things to talk about. Do you think sometime next week would work out for you? Next week? For what? Are you actually talking about my mom's funeral while she's still alive? Why do you have to make everything about you and your mother? Oh, you're so self-centered. I'm not concerned with your mother's funeral at all. Like I said, this is about me, not you. I'm going to move next week. Okay, congratulations. I have no idea what you moving has to do with me, though. And this time's for real, Kelly. I am putting down my phone. Do not message me unless you actually have something important to talk to me about. Preferably, don't message me at all.
Hey, babe, just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you. If there's anything that you need, just let me know.
There is nothing that I need from you, Mike. Even if I did need something, I would sooner have a random homeless guy from the street bring it to me than you. I'm not in the mood for your fake kindness, so stop messaging me and leave me in peace. We'll talk later.
This isn't fake. Why would you think that? I'm genuinely concerned about you.
After everything you've done to me, you want to come to me now and act like the sincere, concerned husband that you never were? I don't want to talk to you right now, Mike.
Come on, don't talk like that. I know this is a hard time for you, and I want to do anything that I can to help you get through it. Like, you just lost your mom last night. That's gotta really hurt.
What's your angle, Mike? Why are you trying to use my mom's death to get back in my good graces? You're too late for that. And yes, if you must know, I am absolutely crushed over the death of my mother. Not that you actually care. However, my mom's death is now an opportunity for me to start my new life and look forward to the future. She wouldn't want me to dwell on my past forever, and that includes you. You know what? Actually, there is something you can do for me. Your mom has been sending me bizarre texts ever since last night.
Yeah? About what?
I don't even know. That's the problem. You need to talk to her and get her to stop. And one more thing. Tell your mom the truth, Mike. You owe that to her.
The truth? The truth about what? What are you talking about?
The truth about what you did and what we did because of it.
Oh, that.
Don't tell me you forgot to tell her.
Well, I mean, it's not so much I forgot as... I don't know, I just thought maybe enough time had passed, you could forgive me, and we could just keep things going the way they are.
This isn't about me forgiving you or not, Mike. We are through. Finished. It's over. So stop acting like you're still a concerned member of my family, because you are officially not. And honestly, you never were. The only true family I had was my mom, and she's gone. Hey, what's going on? I'm standing in front of your house right now. Are you going to come out or what? The truck is going to be here soon. I hope you're in the mood to work, because I have a lot of things for you to carry for me. Malia? Malia, are you there? I don't believe this. You're not even home right now. Where are you and what are you doing? You're not out at some club or something, are you? I am appalled. Your mother hasn't even been in the ground for a week and you are already gallivanting around the town like a college girl? Not again. Kelly, what are you talking about? What truck? Why are you at my house? I'm moving in today, and the moving truck with all of my things is going to arrive soon. I'm so proud of my son for buying such a big house for me. I can't wait to see my new room. Your new room? Do you ever make sense, Kelly? Do you think this is your son's house and that you're going to live here now? My mom just died. I am stressed out enough as it is. I don't need your shenanigans making things worse. Come out and say it, Kelly. Why are you here? I already told you I'm moving in today. Oh, did I forget to tell you? Oh, silly me. I just thought that you must be terribly lonely after the death of your mother, and I have the perfect solution for you. I'll take her place. You can take care of me all day instead of her. What? That's all there is to it, so open up the door already. The truck is going to be here any moment. Why would you be out of the house on a day like this? You should have told me about your plans when I asked you last week. You should have told me that you were going to try to force your way into my house. Your house? What a bunch of nonsense. It's not your house. My son, out of the kindness of his heart, simply allowed you and your sickly mother to live there. And now that she's out of the picture, it is my turn to claim what's rightfully mine from the very beginning. It's rightfully mine, not yours. Just because you're married to a man who cares about you enough to buy a house for you doesn't mean you own it. Your mother is dead, so now I'm going to live there. Frankly, I don't get why you think you have a say in the matter. My son will be thrilled when he comes home and sees me all moved in. Wait, you mean he doesn't know? But that would mean that you don't know about... Oh, that idiot. What? This is unreal. How could he not have told you yet? I'm gonna pass the phone over. You just wait right there. What in the world was that? And now you're calling me Mom? You've been married for years now, and you've never called me Mom before. That wasn't me, it was Mike. We're talking with our lawyers right now. We were in the middle of a very important conversation, but you went and started texting me a load of nonsense, so I passed Mike the phone. But I don't understand. All right, if that's not enough for you to get it, then I'm gonna have Mike call you himself. He has a lot that he needs to tell you. Honestly, it makes me feel kind of sorry for you that you're completely out of the loop. You're just some confused old woman. Answer your phone, Malia. You owe me an explanation. Is everything Mike told me really true? And I can't live in your house with you anymore? But if that's the case, then what am I supposed to do now? There was a very good reason I wasn't answering my phone. I am busy right now. I can't talk to you. That's beside the point, though, honestly, because even if I could talk to you, I don't want to. So once again, tell me what you want as briefly as possible so I can go back to ignoring you. You know exactly what I want. I am standing here at your house ready to move in. You need to open the door and let me inside. How stupid can you be, you senile old hag? Excuse me? Your son just gave you the whole story, didn't he? I listened to him and it seems pretty crystal clear to me. You are not moving into my house today, tomorrow, or any other day. You are never going to live in my house. Get it? Mike just got done telling you that, so I am racking my brain to think of a reason why you still think I'm going to let you in. Seriously, Kelly, tell me where your confusion is. But it's just that I thought that was Mike's house. Is it really yours? And the two of you are getting divorced? Is this all some sort of a cruel joke? Why would we both work together to play a trick like this on you? And we are not getting divorced. We are divorced. We got divorced an entire month ago. You were saying that Mike let me and my mom live here out of the kindness of his heart? No, I was the one letting him live here. He has no right to live in this house. I had no idea. I mean, no one ever told me. How could you wait until this moment to tell me something so important? Do you have any idea the position I'm in right now because of you? Are you really going to try to blame this on me? Not even Mike thought that you would do something so grotesquely stupid as to move into my house without telling either of us. Sure, Mike should have told you sooner, but that is a completely separate discussion. You just single-handedly decided that you were going to move into my house. You even hired a moving truck to take all your stuff there today. Well, it sucks to be you, but you're not moving in with me. Me and Mike aren't married anymore, and that means there is no longer any relationship between me and you. Then what am I supposed to do with all my things? And what should I tell the movers? I don't know, and I don't care. It is not my problem. Tell them you're an idiot and that the move is canceled, so they'll have to put all your stuff back into your old house. But I can't do that. And why not? Because I already sold my old house. You have got to be kidding me. I'm not, but even if I could move back in, I still have to pay the movers for their work today. You want me to pay them to take all my stuff out and put it right back in? You two not telling me about any of this until the very last minute has caused a world of trouble for me. Once again, Kelly, who was it who made the decision to move? You. Who was it who hired the movers to take your stuff to my house? You. Who was it that deliberately did not tell either Mike or myself about your plans? You. If you had simply done that last thing, then we could have put a stop to it before either of the first two things happened. But I didn't know. And that's your fault. You got yourself into this mess so you can get yourself out. Look, I'm done with you. If you still don't get it, then talk to your son. None of this is any of my problem. But I tried talking to my son. He just told me that I needed to talk to you. Why else do you think I would be trying to contact you right now? But I see that you're not interested in taking responsibility for your part in this. Shut up and leave me alone, you demented old nutjob! Hey! I am sick and tired of you avoiding any and all responsibility for your own actions. Don't tell me I'm responsible for you being a complete moron. I am kicking Mike out of my house, effective today. You will never live there either. Now, I mean it this time. Goodbye. Good luck finding somewhere else to live. Malia, are you there? I am in big trouble right now, and I need your help. For the love of God, Kelly, why are you contacting me again? It's like you have some kind of problem in your brain preventing you from processing new information. I have told you this so many times now. I should set it up to where every time you text me, it automatically replies, I am not going to do anything for you. I'm not even going to talk to you. Talk to your son. But that's just the thing, Malia. Mike says he's not my son anymore. He tells me he's disowning me as his mother. I can't believe he would say such a terrible thing to me. I gave birth to that boy. I raised him. What did I do to deserve him turning his back on me like this? I had to pay the movers extra to bring all my stuff back to my old house. It took some doing, but I ultimately was able to back out of the sale. I had to pay a massive penalty for breach of contract, however. Can you imagine making me pay them to not sell my house to them? The nerve! How can you hear all of that and not have even an ounce of pity for me? Isn't there something, anything that you can do to help me out in my darkest hour? I did hear all of that, Kelly, and you know what I think? It sounds like all of the things that are happening to you are your fault. That might be the case. But you have to consider things from my point of view. I was under a huge misunderstanding. I had no idea what was really going on between the two of you. In one day, I found out that my son was both divorced and unemployed. This is all of my worst nightmares come true. Maybe I made a mistake or two along the way, but you can't honestly tell me that this is all my fault. And what do you want me to do about that, huh? I know it's not all your fault. You do? Yes, it's also your idiot, lying, low-down, no-good son's fault, too. Is that what you want me to tell you? Does that make you feel better about the horrible position you've put yourself in? Oh, and by the way, I've got more good news for you. Your son is up to his eyeballs in debt. So things are about to get very, very hard for the both of you. So you'd better find some way to get over whatever your issues are with each other and work together. He's in debt? I don't believe it. I would love nothing more than to support my son through this, but he's cutting me out of his life. I've never seen him this mad before, not even when he was a teenager. Malia, please, can't you do something for me? I don't see why we can't all just make up and live together as one big happy family. Because we're divorced. We're not a family anymore, and we never will be again. That means that I will never have to put up with your delusional ramblings ever again. Now, if you want my suggestion, you need to act like a mother for once in your life and go slap some sense into your son. Never speak to me again.
Hey there, Malia. I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. My mom sure is a psycho, huh? But after the way I talked to her, I don't think you'll ever have any trouble from her again. You heard the way I spoke to her on the phone the other day, right? I was being pretty harsh on her. So yeah, I think that should assure you that we'll do much better from now on.
Mike, there is no from now on for us.
Come on, really?
We've been through this. We're divorced, and I'm kicking you out of my house. You signed a contract at the meeting saying you understood that, so there's no getting out of this. We have nothing more to talk about. You have until this evening to pack up your things and leave that house. If you don't, then you'll face massive fees for breaching the terms of our agreement.
But I got rid of my mom for you. I told her I hated her, that she's an idiot, that I never wanted to speak to her again. I'm glad to finally be rid of her. I never needed her anyway. The only person I need is you, Malia.
You're only saying that because you're afraid of becoming homeless. And if I really were the only person you needed, then why did you cheat on me? Not only that, you spent all of your money and mine on your mistress. You even took on debt in order to keep spending money on her. And once the banks wouldn't lend you anymore, you stole money from your company, which got you fired.
But that's all in the past. I'm a changed man. You'll see.
No, I won't, because I am never going to speak to you again. We're already divorced, Mike. The only reason I let you keep living with me was to keep my mom from finding out about our divorce. I didn't want her to see us fighting in her final month. But she's gone now, and I no longer have any reason to keep up appearances. I want you gone as quickly as possible. If I never see your face again, it'll be too soon.
Malia, I am really, really sorry for what I've done to you, but I already apologized for all of that a bunch of times. Don't you think it's time you forgave me?
Give it up, Mike. You know fully well that nothing you say is going to do any good now. Or, well, if you don't know, then you're just a hopeless idiot. I mean, sure, you spoke to your mom in an incredibly vulgar fashion over the phone, calling her every dirty name in the English language, but you don't seem to understand that this whole debacle was partially your fault for not telling her the truth.
I had no way of knowing she was going to try and move into your house.
But if you had told her that we were divorced and it was my house, then she never would have done that. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Really, Mike? What was your plan here? Did you think I was going to come running back to you after you berated your mom in front of me? Or even that I would let you keep living in my house? Did you eat paint chips when you were a kid? You're going to be homeless, penniless, and alone in a couple hours. That wasn't just a self-serving act of betrayal. It was an incredibly stupid choice. She's your only lifeline now.
But Malia...
But nothing. No excuses, no apologies, no begging. I don't want to hear anything else from you. Go apologize to your mom, not me. If not, then you're going to have to go to a homeless shelter or something. Not to mention you'll never be able to pay off your debt.
Aren't I too late for that, though? I thought cursing out my mom was my last chance to get back together with you. But it didn't pay off.
Yeah, if anything, it only made me hate you more. What the hell is wrong with you? Talking to your mother like that? She could get in an accident any time, you know. How would you feel if those were the last words you ever said to her? This is my final piece of advice to you, Mike. Take care of your mom. Make things right with her. Spend as much time with her as you can while you still have the chance. Because once she's gone, it'll be too late for regrets. Goodbye, Mike. Hello there, Malia. I happened to walk by your house today and saw a for sale sign posted. It made me think about, well, a lot of things. And that's why I thought I might text you to see how things were going. I'm sorry, who are you? And what do you want? I completely understand why you would respond that way. I said terrible, awful things to you. I just wanted you to know that I am truly, sincerely, unapologetically sorry for what I did. Wow, so you are capable of apologizing. That's a bit of a shock. Anyway, I don't have anything to say to you anymore, so I'm going to block your number now. Wait, I wanted to thank you! Oh? Thank me for what? Thanks to you, me and my son are a family once again. I'm not sure what you said to him that day, but whatever it was, he said it opened up his eyes to what a fool he'd been. And that was what woke me out of my delusions as well. We were completely in the wrong. Yeah, I am aware of that. Your dear mother was lying on her deathbed, and all I could think about was moving in after she passed. I have no idea what came over me. I was exceptionally cruel to do that to you, Malia. I got to thinking, if it were me, taking my dying breath, and someone had said something like that to my boy Mike, he would have been positively furious, and rightfully so. And after all of that, I didn't even attend her funeral. Mike and I both did unforgivable things to you, and you have every right to despise us. I am not sure how to respond to this. I am literally at a loss for words. I never expected a sincere apology out of you. I also wanted to assure you that Mike will pay you every cent that he owes you. I'll make sure of it. He both cheated on you and stole your money. I never knew he was capable of doing such a despicable thing. I only have myself to blame, though. I'm his mother. I raised him. But for the record, he is working quite hard to rebuild his life. At least that's how it appears to me. We're living together in my house. Yeah, I had a feeling that's how it would work out. I'm so glad I was able to back out of the sale. If I had waited just a few more hours to call the realtor, then the title would have been officially transferred to the buyer and I'd be homeless. Wow, you made it in just the nick of time. Yes, but I still had to pay an extraordinary penalty. It was an extremely pricey lesson to learn. But as a result, I am spending more time with my son than I have in ages. So thank you, Malia, from the bottom of my heart. Your words were exactly what Mike needed in order to turn his life around. And for me as well, for that matter. Well, I'm glad to hear that you've had a change of heart. Not nearly as glad as I am, I assure you. Mike has told me that he wants to treasure every moment that we have together. You have no idea how wonderful that feels. Wow. Well, Kelly, I don't suppose the two of us will ever speak again after this, but I'm happy for you. Once that house is sold, I'll be moving to another town and starting a new life. I wish you and Mike the best of luck. Goodbye, Kelly. Goodbye, Malia. Thank you again, and take care. I haven't heard from either of them since. I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing, and honestly, I don't particularly care. But I do feel a bit better about the whole situation after receiving those last few texts from Kelly. I suppose I can call that the silver lining of the dark cloud of my relationship with them. As for me, I bought a smaller house that was more within my means. I miss my mom dearly, but I'm doing my best to live my life to the fullest every day. That's the best way I can think to honor my mom's memory. I've decided to focus more of my time and energy on my career, which I had mostly put on hold while I was taking care of my mom. It helps me keep my mind off of my troubles. I hope that everyone out there learns the same lesson Mike and his mom learned. Don't take a single second for granted. Treasure every last moment you get to share with the ones you love. But not just because you're worried about having regrets when they're gone, but because time is the single most precious gift we're given in our short time on Earth. Use it wisely.
Before you even think about complaining about what's happening right now, remember it's your fault. This is what you get for not keeping the house clean. You don't want to break a sweat, huh? Well, you'll be sweating plenty while locked in a sauna this week. I'll let you out when you get back from our vacation, provided you've learned your lesson. What is wrong with you? You're doing this to me because I asked to use the air conditioning when you guys are away? The air conditioning is for when people are home, and when we're gone, there are no people in the home. I am a people, and you know one thing people need to survive? Water, and I don't have any in here. That's your fault too. You should have brought some in there with you. You never know what's going to happen and when you're going to clean the sauna, especially when it's in the basement, when no one outside can hear you calling for help. This has got to be some sort of prank. I've always known that you hated me, but up until now, you've shown it the usual way. You know, rude comments, making me do all your housework, complaining about how I do it, but this is a whole new demented level. Brilliant, isn't it? And no, it's no prank. And since we've already left for the airport, there's no one there to rescue you. We'll be back in a week, so take this time to think about what you've done. Hold it right there. If Jim finds out about what you've done to me, he's gonna be furious. Don't be ridiculous. You think my son would take your side over mine? Besides, both he and my husband agreed that we don't want you coming on the family vacation. After all, none of us see you as part of the family. I kind of figured that Jim and Dad would agree to leave me behind and go on vacation. Jim is a consummate mama's boy, and your husband is an emasculated man-child who never stands up to you. But there's no way they'll agree to this. The part about locking you in the sauna is going to be a bit of a surprise for them, actually. They're going to be so surprised when we get back and let you out of the sauna. I can't wait to see the look on your face. Oh, and the smell of a week's worth of sweat is going to be unbelievable. We'll need those nose plugs.
Oh, yeah? It's gonna be stinky in here, all right, but not from sweat. The smell is gonna be my decomposing corpse.
Don't be so dramatic. What harm could a week in a sauna possibly do to you?
Are you an idiot or just a sociopath? Do you think a human could even survive a single day locked in an active sauna?
Oh, shut up. I hear enough of you complaining at home. I don't need to read it on our way to the vacation. Oh, and by the way, when we get back, Jim is going to divorce you. Being without you on this trip will make him see that he doesn't need you in his life at all.
What is going on here? Your whole family is nuts. This is bad. I'm starting to get dizzy, and my vision is getting blurry.
It's not that hot. Stop your whining, will ya?
I don't know how much longer I'll be able to take this.
You must be the absolute worst actress I've ever heard of.
Hey, sis, sorry I took so long getting to you just now. Are you doing all right? Feeling any better?
This bath is heavenly. I never thought a dip in a cold tub of water could feel so good. This is the best I've felt in years. I might just do this sauna and cold bath combo more often.
Well, at any rate, glad you're doing all right. Things didn't go exactly like your mother-in-law planned, but things turned out fine in the end. And you know what they say, all's well that ends well.
Oh, this hasn't ended. I'm not even close to being done with them. Like, for real, my life was in danger just now. I easily could have died.
Yeah, lucky for you, your little brother just so happens to live a block away. I sprinted all the way to your house, only took me about 5 minutes. So, are you gonna call the cops or something? Or you could always just walk down there when you're feeling better. There's a police station just down the road. Like, she literally locked you in a sauna and tried to abandon you there for a week. I may not be a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's a crime.
In the worst case scenario, like if you weren't at home when I texted you, I was thinking about calling the cops. But since everything worked out fine, I'd rather avoid the hassle of interviews, lawyers, trials, all that stuff. Most importantly, having the police handle it would be way less fun.
Less fun? Less fun than what?
Less fun than an elaborate revenge plot. First comes the revenge, then comes the police.
Oh, I get it. I don't know, though. It seems like the best thing to do would be to go to the cops. Your family seems pretty nuts. Are you sure you want to risk making them mad? Who knows what they'd do?
Yeah, they're nuts. But I'm gonna show them that I can just be as nuts as they are. I can't take this lying down.
Well, okay, if that's what you think you need to do. Oh, and not to say I told you so, but I have been telling you since before you were married that Jim was a major weirdo.
Oh, come on, don't act like you're some kind of Nostradamus. All you ever said about him was that he seems weird to you. How was I supposed to know weird meant sit by idly while his mother tried to lock me in an active sauna for a week while they're on vacation in Hawaii?
I'm just saying, he's pretty weird, right?
No, whatever. What do you want from me? You want me to say you were right? All right, here. You were right. Congratulations! Are you happy now?
Geez, Susanna, calm down. It's not often that I get the upper hand with you. Can't you let me enjoy my moment? Anyways, what are you gonna do now? Like, do you have some kind of plan worked out to get back at them?
Isn't it obvious?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Think about it. What would you do if someone tried to lock you in a sauna for a week?
Gee, Susanna, that's a tough question. Oh, I got it. I think I would call the police and let them handle it.
Not that, you dork. If you were going to get revenge by yourself without calling the police, then what would you do?
I don't know. Lock them up in the same sauna?
Exactly.
Nah, I think you probably shouldn't do that, though. Like, all you would be doing is lowering yourself down to their level.
That's not true. Don't sell me short. Don, I'm gonna come up with a plan that's way above their level.
I didn't mean it that way. I was talking about how two wrongs don't make a right.
Don, in all of our history together, have you ever been able to talk me out of anything?
Nope, not a single time.
Then you know that there's no point in trying right now. Once I make up my mind, there's no changing it.
All right, fine. Go ahead and get your revenge, but don't go too far, okay? No death or permanent disability.
Aw, you're spoiling all my fun.
Wait, were you really planning to do something super serious to them?
That's called a joke, you dork.
I figured you were mad enough that you might just mean it.
Don't worry, I won't go overboard.
How can I be sure?
Because you're gonna help me. So, you got any good ideas for a plan?
Really, Susanna? I have to be your accomplice? Fine, I'll help you come up with a good plan.
That's the spirit. I knew you'd come around eventually.
Well, I still owe you for what you did back when we were kids. I lost count of how many bullies you saved me from. I have to pay you back somehow, and if that means going to jail along with you, so be it.
Good grief, Don. That was in elementary school. You're still grateful to me for that?
I told you I'd never forget it, didn't I? So, let's get to work. We're gonna come up with a plan to get back at those guys that would make Kevin McAllister impressed.
Right on, let's get to it.
We're back! We had so much fun in Hawaii. It's so great to have time to spend with just the family and no pesky outsiders tagging along to ruin the fun. The weather was gorgeous, but it got quite hot. On some days, it almost felt like we were walking around in a sauna. You know what that's like, right? Hey! Why haven't you responded to my texts? Are you ignoring your mother-in-law? How dare you! I always knew you were a bad wife for my son. What sort of human treats her own mother-in-law with this much disrespect? That sort of flagrant disrespect is what's going to make seeing you miserable, sweaty face so satisfying. The boys are going to be so surprised. We'll be home soon, so be sure to put on a good show for us. What on earth is that horrendous stench? I just opened the door and immediately was overwhelmed. What on earth did you do to our house? It smells like some sort of animal crawled in here and died while we were away, or maybe... Oh no! What's the meaning of this? Open the door and let me out this instant!
Welcome back, Michelle. How was the trip? Did you bring me back any souvenirs?
I'm not interested in sharing any pleasantries with you. Open this door right now!
Why, Michelle? What's wrong? Is the sauna not to your liking?
You foul little brat! I was terrified that you had gone and died in the sauna, but when I stepped in to check on you, you pushed me inside from behind and locked the door.
My goodness, Michelle. What's up with that attitude? You mean to tell me that you're fine dishing it out but can't take it?
Well, obviously. I don't want unpleasant things to happen to me. I don't deserve to suffer. I want them to happen to deserving people like you so I can enjoy watching them squirm.
That is an absolutely stunning admission. I'm really impressed, Michelle. You just may be the most evil and demented mother-in-law on the face of the planet.
Oh, would you just shut up and open this door already? It's hotter than an oven in here. I hate the heat. And worst of all, the sauna stinks to high heaven.
Ugh, I'm glad you noticed. We put in a lot of work into that. We figured it wouldn't be funny enough. It were just really, really hot in there, so we decided to make it as foul-smelling as possible, too.
You what? You mean you prepared this for me intentionally? You sadistic little monster! I'm telling you, you must let me out immediately! It's hard to breathe in here. I feel like my vision is getting cloudy, and the smell. If I don't leave the sauna soon, I think I might just puke my guts out.
Wow. It looks like my brother's concoction really hit the spot, huh? I'll have to take him out to lunch one day to congratulate him on a job well done.
What? Your brother? Are you talking about that loser shut-in?
Don't you dare talk about my brother that way.
Oh, heaven forbid I call your recluse brother what he is. Honestly, you two have the most bizarre sibling relationship I've ever seen.
Are you not used to seeing siblings who genuinely like each other? Come to think of it, you and your sister aren't on speaking terms, are you?
That's not what's important right now. Our conversation is about what you're doing to me right now.
Ah, right. I was about to tell you about what my brother did. You might think he's a loser, but let me tell you, he's amazing. That guy can make any kind of smell you could think of, given the right combination of chemicals. That's what he does for a living. He's a smell maker. He's basically the best person in the world at what he does, so gets requests from major companies all around the world.
And he used those amazing skills of his to make my sauna stink? That's not impressive at all. Anyone could do that with a bag of rotting meat or something.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong. Fumes from rotting food and other biological substances can be toxic. I can't have you dying on me in there. I want you to suffer, not die.
Oh, how very generous of you.
I know, right? And that requires a very carefully crafted balance of the right chemicals. So yeah, he's pretty impressive. At the very least, he is more impressive than you. Have you ever even held any job at all in the last 40 years? Seriously, you don't have any room to be criticizing anyone's profession when your only profession is parasite.
That does it. I'm calling the police. You know there's a station right down the street, don't you? One phone call to them and they'll be down here within minutes. You'll be arrested and we'll be rid of you.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, and why not?
Well, I think I'll let my brother explain that to you. Hold on one second. Let me get him in there.
What? Your brother?
Hey, is this Michelle? It's nice to meet you, I guess. My name's Don. I'm Susanna's brother. You were saying you wanted to call the police, right?
What in the world is going on here? Why do you have my phone number?
Why do you think Susanna gave it to me? Anyway, let's get down to business here. There's a very good reason you can't call the cops, or shouldn't call them anyway. Okay, here are two major reasons that you shouldn't contact the police. Reason one, you did the exact same thing to Susanna a week ago that she's doing to you right now. You're not gonna call the cops on someone for doing the same thing you did, are you? That would be really lame.
Why am I talking to you? This has nothing to do with you. I don't care about you, your sister, my husband, or my son. The only person I care about is myself, so go ahead and keep on explaining or whatever it is you think you're doing here, but I'm calling the police.
Wow, Susanna was right about you. You are something else. But if you call the cops now, you're gonna be the one that goes to jail.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I have all the evidence that I need of your crime against my sister to get you thrown into prison.
That's impossible. What evidence could you possibly have?
A lot, actually. I got screenshots of the text conversation you had with Susanna admitting that you were hoping to keep her locked in there for a week. And Susanna took a video of you looking at her from the other side of the sauna door and laughing at her right after you locked her inside.
What?
Crazy, right? But yeah, if you call the cops, then I'm gonna show them all that evidence. And not just that, I'm gonna upload it to social media. What do you think, Michelle? Would you like me to make you famous?
You can't do that!
Huh? Sure I can. All it would take is like 30 seconds. If you call the cops, that is. Which I strongly suggest you do not. Oh, and by the way, your husband and son are here with me, so don't bother calling for help. They're not coming.
What do you mean they're with you? And why won't they come to rescue me?
Sorry, that's all I have to say. I'm done now. You can talk to Susanna again. Bye.
What? That's it! What is the matter with you two?
Alright, did you get all that?
Is there something wrong with that boy? You know, in the head? Why didn't you explain all that to me?
Well, I could have carried out this awesome revenge plot myself. I needed his help at every step of the way, so I would have felt bad if he were relegated to just working on the background the whole time. I wanted him to have his shine too.
Why did I bother asking you about that? I don't even care! All I care is about getting out of here as soon as possible. It's hot in here, and it feels like it's getting hotter, and it stinks! Let me out right now! If you don't, I won't last much longer!
Nah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I told you, didn't I? My brother's work is top-notch. There's absolutely zero chance that his smell will do any physical damage to your body.
How can you know that for sure? This smell is positively atrocious. Don't you care if I die in here?
You didn't care if I died when you tried to lock me in there for an entire week. I don't want to hear any appeals to mercy from you. You won't get any. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sauna experience. And while you're in there, do a healthy amount of self-examination. Think about what you've done and why you've become so awful.
How am I supposed to enjoy anything in this stench? Susanna, please, I'm begging you. I can't take this any longer. Please let me out.
Are you gonna say that you're sorry?
You want me to apologize? Fine, I'm sorry. I did an awful, terrible, horrible thing to you, and I regret it. I promise I'll never do anything like that to you ever again. Now let me out!
I don't know. I'm still not convinced. But okay, I'll let you out. Don told me not to take my revenge thing too far.
Thank you so much to you and your wonderful brother.
Oh, and one more thing. Would you like to take a bath right away? I've already filled the tub up for you.
Oh, really? That sounds unexpectedly kind of you. Sure, that sounds lovely. I need to wash the stink off of me. Hey, not again! I thought you were going to help me this time. This bath is just as stinky as the sauna and it's freezing cold.
What do you think? I saw how much you were enjoying the sauna we made for you that I had Don use the same chemicals in the bathtub.
Merciful heavens, it's going to cost a fortune to get the smell out of the basement. Let me out of here this instant. It smells so bad.
Sorry, but no can do.
I'm really going to puke this time. I can't handle this. I'm calling the police. I'll deal with the consequences.
I think you might be underestimating those consequences, Michelle. We have video and text evidence. If you call the cops, we're going to press charges against you and spread your story to local media and social media. All it takes is one little push of a button, and Don has his finger over it as we speak.
You foul, conniving little girl! Would you at least let me talk to my husband and son? Where on earth are they, and why aren't they answering my texts or calls?
It's like Don told you. They're in the living room with him. He's making sure they don't do anything stupid.
You haven't told them what you're doing to me yet, have you? I'm sure that the instant they find out, they would tear you limb from limb in order to rescue me.
I wouldn't be so sure of it if I were you. There's practically 0% chance of them lifting a finger to help you.
And what makes you so sure about that?
I already told them what I'm doing to you, and they're totally fine with it.
Really? I don't understand. They hate you as much as I do. When we're together, we're constantly making fun of you.
Looks like you crossed the line with your little stunt before your vacation. I tell them about how you had locked me in the sauna, and when they heard, oh boy, they were freaking out. They were practically on their knees, thanking God I was alive. They're not going to stop me. They explicitly told me that I had every right to exact my revenge upon you.
Those traitors!
Don't get me wrong, though. I'm not letting them off the hook that easily. I just wanted you to know that there's absolutely no one coming to save you. No one is on your side, just like how it used to be for me with you guys.
Those useless, cowardly sacks of garbage! I'll get them for this! Hey, you!
Who, me?
Yes, you! Your sister is a nutcase! I might be able to talk to some sense to you. Help me get out of here right now.
You want me to help you? Like, what specifically do you want me to do?
I mean to put a stop to your sister's insanity. She's gone way too far in this twisted revenge scheme. A stinky sauna and a stinky bath? That's too cruel.
I don't know. I am still a part of this operation.
Yes, indeed. You're the brains of the operation, aren't you?
I have some pretty good brains, I guess.
You have very good brains, and now you're in a possession of evidence against me, right?
Yeah.
Delete it, now!
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Why not? Are you being threatened into doing this? You seem like a good boy. Are you sure you want to suffer the consequences of your sister's actions? Don't you worry about a thing. You can leave her to me. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? We can work together, take her down, show her who's boss.
Enemy? Susanna isn't my enemy, she's my sister.
So, she's not threatening you?
No, you dummy! Me and my sister are really tight. I'm the one who she always comes to when she wants to vent about how terrible you guys treat her. And she spends a particularly long time complaining about you specifically. You've been terrible to my sister for as long as she's been married to your son.
No, I haven't.
Do you think I'm stupid? Who do you think came up with the stinky sauna plan? That was all me. Susanna was the one who thought up the sequel, Stinky Sauna 2 Stinky Bath Boogaloo. Good idea, huh? It's like you think she's being nice after you apologized and learned your lesson, and then BAM! She locks you in another stinky room.
So you were both in on it. How could you think of doing something like this to an old woman like me?
Since I know exactly what kind of a person you are, it actually didn't take a whole lot of prodding for Susanna to get me to help her out. So let me ask you the same question. How could you think of locking my awesome sister in a sauna for 6 days? You should be glad I went out of my way to make the smell as gentle on the body as possible. My usual strength stuff probably would have made you pass out in a few minutes. You see, while you were unconcerned about the nearly 100% likelihood of killing my sister, we were doing everything we could to make sure you were okay. That should show you just how different we are.
All right, if you won't be moved by persuasion, how about money? How much do you want? Name your price, and you can have it. You can even write yourself a check. Just ask my husband for the checkbook.
Nah, I don't think your husband is gonna want to help you out either. He's pretty upset at you right now.
Then what do I have to do, Don? Tell me. How can I get you to agree to help me out of here?
That's just the thing. You can't. I want to help my sister. She's been there for me at all the hardest parts in my life, and I want to be there for her now. So you could offer me all the money in the world, but I'd still stick by my sister.
Ugh, why are all the men in my life useless? So, how's it going over there, Michelle? Have you managed to wash the stink off of you yet? What do you think? No, I haven't washed it off of me yet. I don't think this is going to come off of me for weeks. I hope you're proud of yourself. I was in such a good mood just coming back from a lovely vacation in Hawaii, and you had to go and ruin it. Well, I'm glad to know that I hit you where it hurts. My goal was to cause you the maximum emotional suffering with minimum physical suffering, and it looks like I nailed it. You think you've won, don't you? Well, you haven't heard the last from me. I'm going to sue you. This again? I'll just countersue and press criminal charges. You locked me in a sauna. That's kidnapping, assault, attempted murder, false imprisonment, the list goes on and on. I wonder how many years you'd be looking at. I hate you so much! I hate you so much! Speaking of hate, I hate to knock you when you're down, but I've got more good news for you. Good news? Whoops, I meant bad news. Your husband is divorcing you. He said he can't be with someone who would do what you did. Or maybe he's just trying to avoid going down with the ship. I don't know. Jim is always talking like he doesn't want to do it. Anything with you, doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Looks like you're on your own from now on. No, this can't be happening. You're going to break up my family. You're also going to get kicked out of the house, and I'm also making you homeless. You're absolutely heartless. You know, that I haven't worked in years. All I've ever been in my life is a housewife. What am I supposed to do now? How will I live?
Well, the way I see it, you got 3 options. Option 1, beg. Option 2, get a job. Option 3, dramatically lower your living standards. And that's about it.
I can't believe you're talking so nonchalantly about my life crumbling away beneath my feet. How would you feel if this were happening to you?
I don't know. I mean, I bet it sucks, but don't you remember what you said? You said it's fun to watch deserving people suffer.
Did I say that? I don't remember.
You sure did. And the way you spoke so confidently about it made me want to try it out for myself. But you know what? It's not as fun as you made it sound. It's too much hassle for not enough of a return on investment. It's genuinely crazy to me that you actually enjoy causing people misery. Like, for real, you must be some kind of demon.
Hey, sis. So, you're sure about this, huh?
Yes, I'm sure. And before you ask, yes, I'm sure. I can't let Jim and his father get away with the way that they've treated me. We're sticking to the plan. Go ahead and send those files to the company anytime.
All right, well, you're the boss. Here goes.
This is so satisfying. Those two are such a couple of pathetic, emasculated wusses. No matter what Michelle did to me, those two would always take her side. They even agreed to leaving me behind while they went on an awesome trip to Hawaii.
But would you even want to go on a trip with those guys if they let you come?
No, but that's besides the point. I've had nothing but bad experiences for the entire time I've been living in that house. I was constantly verbally abused. They made me do all the housework by myself. It sucked. Really bad. And I kept the receipts, voice recordings, videos, texts, my personal handwritten notes, and it's all neatly organized into an easily viewable format.
Yeah, I know. I heard all this before. I was there when we planned this, you know. All I gotta do is send it now, right?
Yep, go ahead and push that button, Don.
Aye, sir. I mean, ma'am. In 3, 2, 1, send! There, it's done.
That's my little bro. You've always been such a dependable guy.
Hey, after all you've done, it's the very least I can do for you. Now, can I make one request of you, Susanna?
Sure, what can I do for you, Don?
The next time you think about marrying someone, run them by me first. You have terrible taste in men.
Michelle's husband divorced her not too long after that. She walked out of the house with no savings, no work experience to speak of, and no idea where she was going to go or what she was going to do next. The first place she thought to go was her parents' house to move back in with them. However, it seems her terrible personality isn't a new development. Her parents can't stand her and hadn't spoken to her in years. So when she showed up, her dad just slammed the door in her face. Next, she tried to go to her sister, but lo and behold, she didn't want anything to do with her either. Honestly, I'm not surprised at all that everyone she has ever known hates her now. Hating Michelle is such an easy thing to do. I have no idea where she is or what she's doing now, but I know one thing for sure. She's undoubtedly making all the people around her hate her as we speak. I also divorced Jim, of course. It has been such a relief to finally be rid of them all. My plan to send proof of their misdeeds to their companies went great too. They weren't fired, but they couldn't stand being the constant subject of rumors and both resigned. They had to sell the fancy house with the stinky sauna and move into a shoddy old apartment downtown. And with that, my tale of revenge comes to an end. Don's working hard as always, and I'm focusing more time on my career too. We really made a great team, don't we? Hopefully, I can find a good man for myself sometime soon, and if possible, a good girl for Don at the same time.